Alrighty. See. Oh, that's not how that's supposed to go. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Did China unban mining? I have no idea. I didn't get that dance. Man, OLB is trying to mess with me. E-home household services. What's the AEI doing? Nothing. Okay. Morning, those of you on YouTube. Let me go ahead and connect my laptop really quick. All right, there we go. Yep. I'm gonna hang on to it, but I understand. I think as soon as Bitcoin stuff runs, we'll see a movement from them. So, but again, that was a small starter position. So, yeah.
19. That's Papa Bravo Tango PPBT.
All right. Um, Upstart. Yeah, no, Upstart's on the watch list. And honestly, it's best. I actually really like the setup because I'd rather go to support first than start at a high or start with a gap up. So we actually have, I guess what you could say, there's not really a gap to fill at this point, especially since this is a gap up, but there is the potential for a solid bounce. I think above 355.40 or 355.50 is going to be a good place to watch for Upstart. Now, if it flushes, then right now I have a dynamic support, and that's going to be probably at the well, first of all, you have the supply right here, so you're going to drop down to 349.80. And then if you clear that, then you might even head down into the 340s for a support retest. So I've got my eyes peeled on it. It definitely, I do like gap downs rather than gap ups, but I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on that one. So yeah, Mogo had news this morning, so I added, or I entered a small position on that.
Oh, got you. I thought he entered with me because I've been in for over like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I
That's
noticed
why I was confused.
you just moved. So
Yeah, the news wasn't, I don't know why it didn't hold up. The news was solid, but I trimmed. I've had like an average that was in the fives for a while.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I hate you, Sony. I'm done. Why? Why did you do this to me? Why? It's okay. It is what it is. That's how Sony moves, y'all. That's why I love this stock, but at the same time I hate it. But wow. And now with that, this is the largest inverse head and shoulders I think I have ever seen in my life. If this does end up being an inverse head and shoulders, and maybe someone might argue a cup and handle, but I see two definitive shoulders and a nice head right there. So you're at breakout level and you're approaching earnings. So I play Sony usually. It is. It's a love hate sometimes because it will get away from me really quickly. But I play Sony so on earnings. Especially due to the premiums. There's no premium IV pump, but I usually get positioned a little bit far out, and this is a little bit close. So okay. So let's
Simulations Plus and University of Connecticut awarded new FDA contract to accelerate the development of long-acting injectable products. That's Sandy Lima pop-up.
SLP again. We saw a pop on SLP yesterday, guys. Watch SLP above $42 for a push to 43.30. That's SLP Simulations Plus. All right. So really quickly, I know there's a lot of people hopping on, so I'm just gonna really quickly cover my watch list, and then I'll go over it one more time. So Disney, yes, is on the watch list this morning. We did swing it into today. We are opening up with no gap. That's good. With the potential for a EMA crossover to the upside.
SDRL Sterling awarded specialty services projects totaling $152 million during Q3. That's Sandy Tango Romeo Lima, SDRL.
Um, right now Disney has a gap. I want to get the gap, but it's important to remember that in where we're at in the chart, when we
UAVS, Ag Eagle, avails Microsense, Red Edge P drone sensor, Uniform Alpha Victor Sandy, press release now.
UAVS, that one pumps all the time. But anyway,
UAVS,
15-minute time frame, there's a gap. I'm looking to take it to
EAL,
the gap. And now I think a good price target. The first one is 174. Did he just try and raise his voice to talk over me? Okay, calm down, dude. So $74 is where you're going to start seeing resistance, 74.50, and then you break into the gap. The gap spans all the way to 76. All right, 76.50 is where that gap gets filled. Now there are opportunities to enter and exit, especially if you're in weeklies. Remember, if you're out long, then it's a whole different story. You don't need to be watching them 5 minute. You're looking for the trend to continue. But that's Disney right now. That's kind of what I'm looking for on Disney. Starbucks is another one. What just went off? I just got another alert on Upstart. Okay, beautiful.
Is any
No, I mean I have like change in it, but no, I'm not in. Is it pumping?
I didn't realize. I didn't tweak it and I don't know what the machine. I think it was better. Maybe I'm up a little bit more, but less than that, but it's up quite a bit.
Yeah, it's probably gonna run again. Or it's actually probably gonna pull back soon. I'd say 50 cents is absolutely damning for a rejection potentially. So, not like a death, but yeah. HD just passed a 52-week high pre-market. KVSB making three consecutive highs, and PROG just had a 28.95% spike up in the last 1 minute. PROG, that's the short squeeze candidate. So Starbucks again, I know I'm going with the safe place today. Starbucks is going to be a little bit tougher to wrangle because we're trying to break out of a daily downtrend. And you can see like right here, I'm arguing with myself on whether we have or not. But I haven't seen like a real clean definitive break. You've got an EMA crossover. So Starbucks above 115. And if you go out to I'm on the 4 hour, but if you go to the daily time frame, it is riddled with gaps. And you guys know I love gaps, so I'm looking to take it above 115 for a first target of 170, 115.75 and second target of 117 past that 116 break. That is where a gap lies. A gap starts again at 117 and closes at 118.35. There's another gap above it, way above it at 123.50, all the way to 124. Obviously, that's not going to happen today. But earnings is right around the corner, so I'm looking to day trade this. Hopefully, we're going to run up into earnings. A few more. So Upstart. Looking for a deviation channel bounce and a recovery over 365. But if you go look at the hourly, we have a gap down. And I guess looking at it, I mean, this is aftermarket movement here, but you are on a dynamic support as well as a 200-day EMA. I am looking for a break, and you guys can tell right now if I pull this over. I am looking for a break above. Why is this there? A break above this wick, 360, and a potential push into the 370 zone, which would be its downtrend. So kind of still inside. So it's not promised that we're going to see a breakout, but if it does end up cruising to the upside, that would execute an hourly inverse head and shoulders. And I think that we could see somewhere as high as 385. If we fail and we drop and pre-market lows are broken, 351.77, there's a level below you at 350, 349. Below that, you will fall, and that will likely be around 332. So oh my God, what? Oh, HLBZ Hellbiz announces San Pellegrino and Aquapana products will be available to order. Well, I have San Pellegrino right now, an espresso tonic. I'm addicted to them now. I don't even want coffee anymore. Just espresso tonics. Okay, so Sony, of course, y'all, but I'm taking a position for earnings, which is right around the corner, October 27th. So obviously, if you don't and you shouldn't play earnings, then don't. But at this point, it's too late to catch it. My anticipations are that this is one of the first real earnings, since Sony released the PS5, which has obviously been the most popular console ever. So that one is on the list for a breakout. On the side, I have a breakout. I'm looking at Microsoft to break above 310. And with that, I'm anticipating using the daily standard deviation channel, which is all of a sudden just disappeared off of my chart, but I have a target of around 315. For Microsoft, and that's kind of being humble on that one. So Pellegrino is acidic, and I don't drink it. Gotta stay alkaline, dude. um, CLSK, Clean Spark. Georgie, don't you trade Clean Spark? Like Clean Spark? That one's made a really nice curl. That one could see 2055. Looks like it's gonna pull back first though. That's a reversal pattern on the 5. Might be good off the dip. Yeah, no, so popular that it doesn't even exist. Laser, you said? Sorry guys, I'm looking at our Discord, so if I miss your messages here on TikTok, uh, yeah, I apologize. So Yeah, DK and G also had news, so that may be one of the reasons why skills is up too. Um, that wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, excuse me. Yo, what is that? Oh my god. All right. One last thing before we get started. And you guys are gonna laugh at me. I'm gonna go ahead and look at Luminar real quick, but the last one on my watch list is the dreaded Square, which has been kind of a pain in my ass as far as continuation is concerned. But I am setting a mark above the previous high of 264, 265, and then we could see a leg up into the 270, even 269 or 269, 270 level. So I have a couple of alerts there, but okay, so as far as laser, it actually looks just like Clean Spark, but without the breakout. So it has yet to break out here. I'm using teal lines because those are the ones. The last time I used to trade laser a lot to the downside too. I used to short it quite often. Not literally, but like I used to take downside positions, but um nice. Yeah, well, make sure you have a stop loss set, anywhere below 260, that's it, but laser, as far as I'm concerned, the way that I usually see it, it has broke out. It still has a supply zone. It could touch around 1350. EVs are hot right now. So that could add to the sentiment that is growing. And you could start to curl. And that's what I would look for is even if you don't go down or you don't go up, staying in this range is probably really pivotal as you go into earnings. And I think earnings will be where you get uh the decision to go to the upside or the downside. So, and that's usually how it goes. But it is past a downtrend. So a lot of the times, past downtrends is where you'll see flat movement. If there's no catalyst, and once you receive a catalyst, you can move to the upside. So, um, so you said Sony doesn't have a lot of open interest. I am not remotely, so that's what I'm not. That's the beautiful thing. It doesn't need anything. It just will gap up or a gap down and put your call in the money. Um, I never put stop losses on options, David. Especially with my brokerage, I've never even tried it. I just cut my calls when I'm ready. Um, but Good morning, everybody. I am on YouTube right now. The link is in my bio if you guys are following me here on TikTok. Um, that's probably the easiest place to ask me any questions. So, what is the next price of Tesla? Uh, I don't know. Um, Tesla plus whatever SPY is worth right now. That's my new price target. So we'll just call it 1500. I'm just kidding. I honestly at this point I'd have to like this thing moved like a whole month's worth, and literally I mean that like that's not even as a joke. Tesla's literally moved so much. You can see right here like comparatively to this movement here, this you I can't, yeah, it's so big. So uh I have no idea what my GPU is, to be honest with you. Not a clue. PROG, that one's a short squeeze candidate, but again, you guys, I kind of stay away from those without, or I only enter those with speculatively. So, yeah, METX has no news, so I didn't take a position on it today. It was moving up in pre-market and filled a gap, and I pumps and dumps all the time, and it has no news, so I'm leaving it alone on that one. All right. So
The news came out for METX minutes ago, bro.
what was it?
for blockchain cryptocurrency lending.
With who? Oh. Someone asked me about OCGN. I'm looking at that one above 1230 because I still have some residual shares from last night that I swung. Yeah, pre-market lows on Square is 260.84, and pre-market highs on Square is 263.85. So just keep that in mind. Okay. And just a little bit. AMG Group, that's the same one that we said was going to run to, or that was moving up this morning. All right, so let me go ahead and line up my watch list here. There's Starbucks.
Mitex is a GM group with a partnership list with NBD, TM, I don't know what the hell that is.
JRBR change for providing some guidance here. Expects to report net loss
Which company?
between 23 million and
AMD.
adjusted net operating loss 25.5 million to 28.5 million. That's Juliet, Romeo, Victor, Romeo.
I'm 29 years old.
Yeah.
Trade station.
Morning.
Morning. Oh shit.
Space continuation.
Space.
That was a good entry.
SDR. Extra space.
Yeah, you really good entry on that one, bro.
We voted it. Also, FCEL is holding up in pre-market so far.
Yeah, that was a good hold.
Yeah, I do see FedEx filling their gap. I do. Yeah, that's another one. I don't know if anybody swung, which I did. I was saying probably it wasn't a great idea going into UPS earnings, but if you did, you're up. I would highly recommend. I don't like gaps, so if this was me, I'd probably still take profit. So
They had earnings yesterday, Garrett.
UPS had earnings this morning.
This evening.
Yeah. Progenity shares are trading.
I don't know who mentioned it yesterday, but it's up in big market. It's from the progress.
BRP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I bought some of that too. That's the Xbox. Yeah, that's the SPAC with the Xbox dudes. Or yeah, the video game cats. There, we need to get past 1250 on that one.
I think I average is like 11.29. So it's
Progressive, real quick. Shares are trading higher after the company announced it reduced outstanding debt by 20.1 million through a private exchange of its 7.25% convertible senior notes due 2025 for common stock. That's PROG, the one that's supposed to squeeze. Prog.
George, you've been in that thing since what, 76?
Yeah.
activity, and then they got back in, and then they got out again. Like it just doesn't.
It's not like a position
There's
in the pre-market. It could go, honestly. Let's see.
yeah.
Christian, that's up to you, man. On TikTok, dude, or on YouTube, dude, I that's entirely up to you. I'm waiting. I always wait until before earnings or right around then. So, good morning.
Performance might get better and pre-market. Can come up as well, keep an eye on CCL and the QS.
Okay, that's an interesting setup.
Yeah, they have earning today after the yeah, I asked us, you keep an eye on HEH. I got an I got an average account so to speak.
AGH. Yeah, eHome. Oh wow, they're up a decent bit today.
Wow, we have so many earnings tomorrow. Starbucks coming soon. Hopefully we don't sit flat. Right now, trending in pre-market on StockTwits is BKKT, RBDX, which is actually I saw that one on my pre-market scanner at like 4:30 this morning. AGC, OCGN, GEVO, GEVO, Amazon, GE, and Tesla.
You say it's RDBX?
Yeah, red box.
There is this I think from before and they got some news much
Yeah, HLBZ.
Yeah.
Yeah. It popped on some news it had this morning and then it just
posted
Just-
it.
let's see, partnership with some poetry out there. I don't know how big that is, but I'll look into it, see what the volume brings to. But any kind of partnership going.
I'm adding to the RPM right here. Yeah, I already have position, but I'm gonna add right here. It just popped back up on trending. It's it's right here, number 9 trending on this chart. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more.
Specs are getting booked again.
Yeah. Make
True.
specs great again. All right. You guys got my upstart set up, right?
If anybody's still in BKKT, I took profit on a good portion of shares for you. Get like, don't be greedy. We got in around $11 and $12, so and we added around 14. So you have plenty of time to take profit. So if you're gonna sit in this thing and you're gonna let it go red, that's on you.
I tell you what, y'all. 356.25 upstart target 360. That's scalp. Day trading it above 363 though. We need to see a bounce. Again, pre-market lows, upstart 351.80 to the downside. Supply zone 350 could see a bounce there. I will not take it to the downside. I'm not bearish on it, nor am I going to try to take a position on it there. So, why is that not filling? Oh, that's why, because that's not the price that it's at. Hold on, sorry. It wasn't getting filled on BRP. Okay. The FAMI is up in pre-market a little bit, not a lot though. It has a gap to fill as well. I might actually have to get rid of those. Upstart just got downgraded. Well, there you go. If it just got downgraded, there you go. Then maybe and honestly, you got to think about how far it ran. It's not surprising. By the way, if anybody's been watching net, it hasn't stopped. The thing, and I think it will pull back if anybody's looking to short net. It's pulling off a double top in pre-market. That's not my play. It's at 190, 175, so above that bunk. But I think that's enough to potentially go and pull back. But taking something against the grain, of course, at these levels, you have seen a decrease in volume as you've made a higher high. So,
Dude, I've been thinking this thing gonna pull back for the past week. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a short now.
so I have in the entire bull run, and this is just how I'm seeing it, is the hourly 50-day EMA. We're currently sitting at 183.51. Usually when we make these higher highs with lower volume, we pull back to that. And so I have an alert set on net that if we candle open below, if the value opens below the 50-day EMA, I'm going to get an alert. And from that point, I'll drop it down into the 170, 77 and 175 levels. And I have a target right now of 171 to the downside. So, yeah, I want to short it too. I think
I didn't. But
yeah, I think 165 is where I have the most. That's where I'm looking for that like cap, but 171 to 175. So
what, this week or next week?
yeah,
November 4th.
yeah. So we have a little bit of time. I tell you what.
So it's just stellar. I mean, they're crazy. You can see that gap and go to 220
Yeah,
easily.
mind blowing how that.
Then,
Yeah, yeah.
oh no, UPSD's on freaking just crazy run.
I want Square to break down. Stupid.
I'm surprised it hasn't. The way Bitcoin's been moving, it's not Bitcoin. Nope.
That's because I'm playing it. It's like Jared's here. Let's stop doing that thing that we usually do. 5 consecutive highs here on WBX. WBX, that's wall box. Okay, that's gone. It's gone. Holy shit. Oh my god. Stop. What the fuck was that? Sorry. I hate when it doesn't give me time to like look at it. I'm like, let me at least look at it. Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude, look at the curl in pre-market. Oh my god. Wow.
Oh, they piloted some program with Uber. Etsy? No. Hey, Etsy's out for Muslim.
Yeah. My wife bought the tip
Etsy?
SNCE.
Yeah,
Side
you know what I'm saying? She bought the dip on Etsy.
37 CEO David Comanche. So actually, 15 a.m. That's Sandy, Nancy, Charlie Echo, SNCE.
I gotta go look at Microsoft. Microsoft. Oh my god, this poor chart.
It's 9 o'clock.
All right, yeah, 311.25 on Microsoft. I'm looking for 315. Square. All right. Also the Qs.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, it's electric charger provider. They've piloted the piloting program in the California Bay Area, and it helps local Uber drivers purchase and install a wall-box home electric vehicle charger.
What's the ticker?
WBX.
WBX.
This is probably going to be a needed dip buy. Fuck, that thing's gone. I would have liked to get it around that first dip out.
Systems launches WebEx hologram,
What?
augmented reality meeting solution.
What? Yes. That's so cool. Sorry.
Charlie Sandy Charlie Oscar, CSCO. I was thinking this feeling is no, I didn't look at it. I had the data, but it's up all time high now.
Dude, Cisco Systems is making a hologram. Like holograms for meetings, dude. That is a dream. I'm gonna be like Senator Palpatine or whatever, like the fucking Yoda and all the Jet our Anakin. Just yeah. Yep. It's about time. All right. You know what? I actually like Cisco Systems setup right now. I'm looking at it. It's too close to earnings, but
Same thing. I was looking at the daily and I realized wait, it's a daily. In one candle. On the gap.
I got an alert on BRPM.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there it is. It's moving. Do what? All right, it is 9 o'clock. So gonna go over the news really quickly after I buy a little bit more of this. Hold on a second. Can I have it?
Atlas, I don't think you can find anything because in your position, yeah.
There we go.
They just listed yesterday, Georgia.
No, I think it's merger or something like this.
Yeah.
You can do like you up.
At the Trump.
They maybe have some news they want to say. I'm not sure.
What's up, y'all? Alrighty. Real quick, guys, we're gonna go over the top news and all that good stuff. So Wall Street futures were up with the earnings seasons reaching its peak. Heavyweights like Alphabet, Microsoft, Visa scheduled to report later in the day. European shares also traded higher on upbeat earnings. Chinese shares ended lower on worries about the country's property sector. And the dollar was steady against a basket of currencies as traders looked ahead to a central bank meeting later this week. While gold prices fell, oil prices edged lower, but still remain near multi-year highs. So Facebook is to invest billions of dollars into the metaverse efforts as ad business slows. Facebook said on Monday it started publishing the financial results of its augmented and virtual reality labs as a separate unit where it invested billions into ambitions to build the metaverse, as reported in a main advertising. In its main advertising business faces significant uncertainty. That's interesting way to word that. But nice 1265 on BRPM. Are you adding to this one or no? Are you just taking what you have? BRPM? I'm buying a little bit. Either one. Yeah. All right. Well, I just missed that, Phil. Son of a bitch. Oh, I'm in.
It might be.
I did, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I accidentally just bought too much. Whoops. Fuck. Oh well. 5, 10, 15. Okay. Anyway, so we also have a 3M also had earnings, tightens their full year profit.
3M says semiconductor constraints impacting end markets, particularly.
You guys heard that, right?
That's Michael.
All right, Charlie, if you're in your group, cough. If you're in Simple Stacks, cough twice. 3M tightens full year profit outlook on supply chain disruptions. The diversified manufacturer 3M posted a 7.1% rise in third quarter revenue, tightening its full year earnings forecast, citing disruptions in the supply chain network, as Charlie so very nicely timing elaborated on. So interesting. That's really just, I mean, I've already read out a lot of the top headlines that are coming in, but this obviously from earlier. We also saw UPS, the delivery firm, reported 23% rise in quarterly profits, bolstered by a high e-commerce demand that allowed the delivery firm to raise shipping prices and cherry pick more profitable customers. UPS third quarter operating profit rose to about 2.9 billion or $2.65 per share from the $2.36 billion or $2.24 per share it had reported a year earlier. The company raised its full year's adjusted operating margin target to about 13% from the 12.7%. UPS and rival FedEx are delivering record numbers on e-commerce packages since COVID-19 shifted shopping online. There you go. Oh man, the keys have a gap. Oh no, they don't. They're good. Okay.
You should be up on extra shirts.
Oh, damn! I just finished the news. Damn, let's go. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, good looks there. All right. All right. Well,
It makes it feel like it's 30 minutes taking forever.
it does. Yeah, it does. Probably because today's gonna be a big day. So SE, I do have it on some
You know, PLTR bring a major level.
2650.
26 on the dot, and it's gone.
It's
But
it has to get to 2650. I'll show you. If you
I have 20 it has been closed on my first since I have 26 even, and then I have 2656. You know, like
yeah, it's got to break its daily support turn resistance, and that's unfortunately what it's been struggling with. So, BRPM is oof, man, damn, I think it's gassing.
Yeah, show me love.
Yeah, for real. Ooh, damn. Let's get some let's get that SPAC energy going for real. I think I'm gonna take I'm still in FAMI, but FAMI looks like it's gonna dump. All right. So you guys asked me about SE. A couple of people asked me about SE. So I'm gonna be I'm not a super fan right now of the setup, but I do think that there's a gap to fill already in pre-market all the way to 349. That's going to put the momentum towards the downside first, but that's where I'm looking for a bounce.
95.50. Crude is up 9 cents at $83.86. Gold down $6 at $1,800.70. Bitcoin futures down 310 at 62,415.
If anybody is in OLB, yeah, I'm still in that bad boy right now. I have a limit order, or I have a limit order I'm going to set, I think, around 550, but
Index for October and CB consumer confidence for October at 10:30. Dallas Fed services revenues and Texas services sector outlook for October. At 1 p.m., the 2-year note auction, and at 4:30 p.m., the API weekly crude and gasoline stocks.
I would keep an eye on Ecolab ECL today. They beat its revenue and earning per share.
Bloomberg reporting European car lobby, ACA, comment. It's 2022 output risks falling short of demand. That's Bloomberg.
Tiny boys.
Oh, I sneeze so hard my head hurts.
You lost a chunk of your brain, dude.
Bring it out.
So really quickly, those of you who are asking about my watch list, again, Disney, we swung. Starbucks, we did not swing. TripAdvisor, we have obviously, again, I would like to reiterate myself again because I want you guys to know that there is news like this sometimes. You might hear things like this sometimes. This is purely speculative, but someone that I do trust, that just happened to have a conversation with somebody who knows enough about TripAdvisor to advise him with his thoughts on it, and his thoughts were this is a historic earnings season that it's going to be going into. So I am monitoring block orders, big dollars that are going into Trip. You guys remember last week there was a block that came in for like 1.7 million, and for a really brief moment in time it trended on the bottom of the list for Wall Street bets. Obviously nothing doing there, but I do have my eyeballs peeled on it, currently making a lower time frame inverse head and shoulders, but of course its earnings is not here yet, so we'll wait until we get a little bit closer there. Okay, Upstart, SE, got that one. That one's gonna fill its gap. Microsoft. Bullish on Trip, always.
Shit. Zebo, bro. Zebo, you see the seats? Okay. It said that I'm not gonna read it out loud, but hold on, hold
I was thinking Zebra the pickup man.
on.
Yeah, I was about to look it up too.
OMF, one name holdings announcing pricing of offering of secondary stock, 10.0 million.
Yeah, I bought BRPM. Yeah, me and Georgie are both in there. Thoughts on
What?
Xela private penny stock that landed a deal with MasterCard company, has some debt but great fundamentals. Aren't you in that, Georgie?
What's what they do? But they go against now with that lawsuit.
We got law firm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Encourage investors with losses.
Recruited.com CEO.
Yeah.
To appear on Ethic is Power
I'm still in behind with it.
Eastern Time. That's really
Me too.
Tango.
I'm watching it on the hourly chart, and that's it. The volume. Wait till open. I think we'll get some juice. Your. Excuse me. Georgie, have you ever had a coffee tonic or espresso tonic? This is a new world for me, so I've never been here before. Espresso tonics. You use like dude. It's I don't use it's blood orange tonic like Pellegrino, and then like you ice it right, and then you pour a shot of espresso on top and orange peel. Might be the most delicious thing I've ever. As soon as I take a sip, my body. The Fancy People Club. Only the fanciest. What? TikTok. No, I didn't. My the guy who makes my coffee in the mornings was like, "You ever had one of these?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Well, I'll make you one, no charge, and see if you like it." I was like, "All right, sounds like a trap." And then I drank it. Espresso con. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. That's good.
I drink sometimes tonic water, but I didn't.
When I was a kid, I went to a dollar store and I was all pumped up because they had I thought they were selling sodas for 5 cents. It was like a big thing of like sodas that were like probably old. And I didn't even read the labels. I remember like buying like a whole rack of them, and then I brought them home. I was thinking about to drink a bunch of sodas because they had lemons on them, and then I drank it and I spit it out immediately. I was like, "Where's the flavor?" I remember being like, "Yo, these are disgusting. Like, what is this?" So
See
Steve,
if somebody who's like super thirsty, hold like bottle and get the tray, they'll just shoot it right back up.
I one time when I was younger, was going around a sharp curve, and I lost control. It was the middle of the day, totally dry conditions. I was an idiot. I was like 18 years old. But I went a little too fast, and I went and knocked this lady's crepe myrtle out of her yard. Like ran into her yard, like, and of course, like I didn't want to. I thought about it. I was like, oh God, what do I do? I was scared, but then I got out and she like came out to her and was like, oh my God, like, are you okay? And like, got, I was like, here, I'll give you my information, insurance. And she was like, well, she handed me a Pellegrino, which I was like, okay. And then she was like, it's so funny. She was like, tomorrow I have landscapers out coming to remove the tree. Meanwhile, my transmission's sitting in the middle, or my truck is sitting in the middle of the street. The transmission's busted and the whole front end is wrecked. And she's like, "Thank you." I was like, "Bruh, like, like you're gonna."
Save me money.
I was gonna say, "Are you gonna like pay me for that?" Because I took that thing out in one hit. Anyway, sorry guys. What'd you say? Coinbase keeps running as long as crypto does.
56 cents now getting a pop on that news.
What do you say?
Charlie India Delta Michael CIDM letter F October 25th. Kansas City Assembly and Transit Production and Louisville Assembly Plan will be down. Type letter F.
What? What did you just say? I'm sorry, what? Synonym says company's killer NFT trading cards, bloody disgusting blood pack. Launches today. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't. Is it too late? If you leg into something like BRPM, I'm not going to tell you that it's too late. I don't know where, if it goes to 50, then obviously not. But use your risk management. Don't enter your full size position. Leg in. If it's running, you have to scale in and figure out how to scale out. Don't. Yeah. Don't chase, exactly. Yeah, find a strategic place to, oftentimes when things are running, I'll find dips like this on the 1 minute. Oh, you can't see wrong chart. So look at BRPM. There we go. So go to 5 minute, 1 minute. There we go. So if you see stuff like this, right, where you get really strong volume as you rebound, those are places where you can look to add, right? Because if it's still and it is, look at it go. So it's about to go and take off 334. Okay. Um, did you do net? Oh, there it is right there on BRPM. Nice.
Did you say he put $50 calls on BRPM?
No, no, no.
It's a 13, bro. Did you see me say 50?
Oh, he's really bullish. Oh, I said it could run to 50. Like, I don't know. Like, who knows? Like,
Yeah, he's giving you like a. He doesn't know where it could go, is what he's saying.
I mean, it has a good catalyst. I like it.
Yeah, I honestly don't like that this last 30 minutes is being this slow in price action. It's kind of making me feel a little sketchy about how today's gonna play out.
Yeah. What economic data do we have today? It is the 27th or 26th. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Consumer confidence, which comes out at 10. So yeah, I think the pop might be brief, it might be a scalping opportunity, and then we might see things fade potentially. So all right. Real quick, had a couple people. What is the opening bell play? That's a good question. I'm kind of eyeballing Microsoft for an opening play, a 310 50 to 310 or 311 50. I'm also probably going to continue to watch BRPM to the upside. I'm watching Starbucks as well to the upside. That's probably going to be okay for a small account play to take. This one has, and again, I posted the chart last night. Nice new highs on BRPM, Georgie. I'm up 6% since my entry on that one. So ooh, ooh, thank you. The moon. All right. Oh my god, yeah. Moon trip.
Lily reported good health. The as well, there's some other news with biotechs, BFTX, they said they can initiate construction in Africa factory by 2022.
Oh,
So you keep an eye on those and BFTX. I'm still in mRNA, not selling.
I grabbed some.
Okay. These right here on my screen, those are my watches. So for the opening bell plays, right here. This is what I'm watching for. So I think Microsoft falls on earnings. I think if not, it roars all the way to 320s, but I think it falls. Yeah, Manny's calling for a 10 a.m. reversal, which I don't doubt. Hopefully you get a nice clean push on Disney up to 174, which is probably going to be my main focus this morning. So if you're in a small account, let me go look at Disney really quick. I don't know how these are going to open up, but I would imagine probably 172.50s or 175s for this week. And again, be quick. Don't be greedy today. So unless BRPM goes to move. No, just kidding. All right.
Just through the flip. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I am watching Upstart, but it had a downgrade. I think okay, so there's a scalping opportunity on Upstart. So pre-market lows 354, 352. You have a $2 move into the supply zone below. And that is going to happen at 350 on the dot. There's a $14 coming on BRPM here. But that's 350. And then below that, you have this entire supply zone that you could eventually. So 345, obviously, you're below that. $14 on BRPM. Let's go. That's a bag. Wow. Let's go. Um, but yeah, I mean that it's one of those ones where I had a setup, but I'm not quite sure. And it technically there's no gap to fill. So oh my god, BRPM, let's go.
Tenant of mansion says he thinks $1.5 million for his spending bill is more than fair.
I was about to say, dude,
3M.
shut your mouth. Like, what?
CFO.
Joe Crab Mansion.
Organically year over year, and expect continued deceleration in greater demand for this year and into 2020.
VRPS, all right, wow. There you go. Holy shit.
Let's go, baby.
Like, probably after a little bit after I said I wasn't doing it.
Whoa. Ooh, that's 16.
Get it heavy. All it
Experiencing progression.
exactly.
That's Victor Charlie Yankee Bingo.
Hold on one second. Alrighty. YouTube.
YT.
BRPM. Okay, YouTube. I am hopping off. There is going to be a delay. So unfortunately, the only way for you guys to not have that delay is to watch my live stream on TikTok. I will only be trading for around 30 to 45 minutes on there, just for the first part of the day, and then the rest of the day on my Discord. So you guys are welcome to join me there. I'm going to go ahead and shut down the stream and get to it. So thanks for joining me, guys. Alrighty. Oops, wrong one.
See, that's holding well on this.
Yeah, bro. I actually grabbed a little bit